cabinet. Labor Secretary Perez, Governor Malloy, Blumenthal, Representative DeLauro, and Corrections Commissioner Simple, as well as the mayor, and others, highlighting and touting the program here in New Haven, the initiatives here in New Haven. So I think New Haven is seen, as Reverend Morris pointed out, and as Earl pointed out, as a beacon in the state of Connecticut, and certainly Hartford and Bridgeport and even Waterbury and others are following our lead. Indeed, this past election year, we saw the new mayors of both Hartford and Bridgeport. They both now have set up reentry offices, following New Haven's lead. They came to us and saw how we were set up here, and again, that's in large part to the leadership here of Mayor Hart and the enlightened leadership, as it were. And so, so to answer your question, I think the state certainly recognizes that the Governor Lloyd has certainly applauded New Haven, even at the White House, and certain for programs he's been to around the country, and Commissioner Simple as well. So we're proud of that, but we also recognize, even with all that we have done and all that we are doing, there's still much work to be done. Interestingly enough, to that point, that's what before we were coming up, there were two gentlemen who we just released from Hartford who came in our office and they saw the flyer and they said, Hartford should do something like this too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. So we pride ourselves on being in the lead on this, but I think the state certainly, we applaud the state, the leadership of the state on this issue. And I think Connecticut is seen around the country as being in the forefront of criminal justice reform and addressing issues whether it's pardon applications, reduction of sentences for low-level offenders, etc. Thank you for the question. Tom?
Cliff and Earl, I wondered if you could address, there could be family members, girlfriends, boyfriends, that might want to also know how they can support their loved ones once their loved ones come out. So what are your office hours? How can they contact you? Because it seems to me that you're providing a service not only to our returning citizens, but also to the family cohort, if you will, and that could be just as critical for their survival upon release.
Absolutely. Well, of course, our office hours are 9 to 5 here in City Hall, but I think as Earl indicated, as the mayor pointed out, the fact that we're in partnership, and I think that's again part of Mayor Hart's leadership. She's been able to bring folks together, encourage different entities in the city of New Haven, unprecedented, quite frankly. You have different agencies coming together, putting aside organizational, institutional egos to sit down around a table and say, we'll work together. We're working in conjunction with one another. So Project More and Eastern Seals Goodwill and the Community Action Agency, New Haven Family Alliance, Hill Health Center, Transitions Clinic, App Foundation, Clifford Beard, the whole array of services that this community is blessed with, who agreed to work with us. So yes, to answer your question, we pride ourselves on connecting family members. We have many, I can tell you many grandmothers, mothers, baby mamas come to our office looking for help for their loved ones, and we try to assist them every way we can. But one major piece, one component of the this faith-based reentry network would be to assist in that. Because one thing we found, and you can train folk for a job, find a place to live, but if we don't address issues like trauma and family disconnection and other issues like that, and also we found, even Commissioner Simple, in meetings we've had with him, in corrections for the state, has acknowledged the fact that the faith-based component is essential to folks finding a firm moral, spiritual foundation to assist them in navigating the resources and navigating the challenges they face. So we look forward to working closer with the faith-based community as far as mentoring, because they're being a part of this effort and initiative when we go inside with the One Kimball program, or even when people return, to assist and connect. And we aren't proselytizing of one church over the other, which is why this is great. We have folks from different churches, different denominations here, because it's about trying to find and connect these individuals, these men and women, with a solid foundation and a firm moral foundation. And so, yeah, so we're here to do that, provide that, and we need all the help and assistance we can get to make this happen.